Hello, hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. So today I have the continuation. If you've been seeing me back to back, I'm assuming I've made it to 12 days. I'm not sure because I don't know if I'm going to make it or not, but I'm trying my best. So today we are doing 5 of my favorite fruity fragrances. Now I tried to get you a mix of fruity fragrances and not just generic smelling ones. And I think I've done a pretty decent job. So let me start with the first one, which I think everybody would be expecting. This is considered to be a fruity floral, but it's more fruity in my opinion than floral. This is none other than Haya by Latafa. Now the bottle is super pretty and the perfume also smells very, very pretty. Haya means modesty, by the way, in Arabic. And this one, oh, it's so beautiful. Immediately you smell this effervescent strawberries dipped in pink champagne or something. It's very, very effervescent. It's very fresh. It's very bubbly and light. It smells like a girl's day out in the garden and you're having high tea or something and then you wear this perfume. The top notes for this are pink champagne, pink berries, blood orange and pink freesia, middle notes of gardenia, vanilla, orchid and jasmine, and the base notes of praline, amber and sandalwood. All in all, in the beginning, you get this very bubbly, fresh, fruity fragrance, but then it slowly transforms into more of a freesia kind of smelling perfume. But that initial pink berries and the champagne, that scent kind of carries through the fragrance, and you don't it doesn't disappear. And that's why I call this a fruity fragrance as opposed to a fruity floral. For me, this just smells very uplifting, fresh berries, something when you eat, you just start feeling more energetic and more vibrant. You feel refreshed in the heat. And that's why this perfume for me, it's the perfect perfume to wear during summer afternoons when it's really hot and you just want to feel refreshed. This is a very bubbly, happy fragrance. The moment you wear this, you'll just feel happy. You immediately get uplifted. It's like a shot of vitamin C or something, and you just feel better after having it. Everything just feels more pronounced. You feel your eyes are seeing better, your nose is smelling better, and ears are hearing better, eyes are seeing better, whatever. Everything, all your senses get a boost. Normally that should happen on caffeine, but on a hot summer day, don't you want something like this, something really, really refreshing? It is also, in my opinion, a very youthful fragrance. So this should be suitable for everybody. I don't think there should be an age bar on perfumes, first of all. Unless it's smelling too juvenile, and that's when I draw the line and I'm stop. I'm not going to wear that. But this one is it's youthful, but not juvenile. And it just makes you feel a little bit more energetic and fun. And I think everybody who will smell this on you will just feel fresher during the summer. Now, during the summer, you do want to smell something like this and not something heavy that'll claw everybody, give you a headache or anything. This perfume does exactly opposite of that. It just makes you feel light and fresh. It also smells super sweet but super clean at the same time. So it kind of cancels out the sweetness. And the sweetness is in moderation. It is quite sweet, in terms of the note, but it does not claw you or make you feel sickeningly sweet. Also, the sweetness I feel in this is happening because of the flowers and not the fruits, and that's why you feel more of not very dense sweetness. The weather, of course, for this, I feel summer days are perfect. It can pull this off during spring as well. It leans super feminine. The projection is around 1.5 feet or an arm's length. And the longevity is 4 to 6 hours. I wouldn't say this lasts a very long time, but a fragrance like this that's super effervescent, I don't expect it to last too long. Plus the value now, when it was launched, it was super expensive. By the way, if you remember, it came in a grand packaging, and I was actually wondering, did I pay for the packaging or for the perfume itself, So yeah, it does come in a very pretty packaging. It was very fun to open that one. And Latafa kind of hits it out of the park, yeah, with their packaging. But Haya is just a super pretty scent. Plus the bottle is super cute. It's fuzzy, and you can see through the bottle. This one is a, let's say 8 out of 10 for me. And it's not a perfume I can not live without, but I absolutely love this fragrance right now. And I will be using it a lot when summer sets in. The next one is one from Khadlaj. They were kind enough to send this to me even though it's not released yet. and I filmed it because I wanted you guys to know about it prior to it being released. This is the Harim Al Sultan, the ever so viral perfume oil, now in a spray bottle. The bottle is like super cool. It's very beautiful. It's very sharp, like all the corners are like super sharp, which gives it that crystal look. And it's a very neat and clean bottle. And the cap is like very bougie, you know. I have the oil right here actually. So the oil and the perfume. And when you layer it together, both of them, it's like a killer combination. What does it smell like? This one is your gummy bears. So it's definitely a very fruity, like gummy berry kind of scent. Right in the beginning, that blast of opening a pack of gummy bears, or you know, going through to those shops where you have all these gummy bears and sour worms and you know, like all those gelatin candies and everything, the chewy ones, you know, it smells exactly like that, like a packet of Haribos. And sometimes I also feel like it's a mix of the Skittles as well as the gummy bears, but it leans more towards the smell of like a mixture of all the gummy bears. Now, I have an addiction to gummy bears and I love the smell of gummy bears. If you do not like the smell of gummy bears, you will not like the smell of this perfume, because this starts off with a gummy bear note which lasts for quite a bit of time, like let's say an hour, and then slowly it starts moving into florals, and then ultimately it'll settle down to a musky scent. And that's the beauty of Harim Al Sultan. That is why everybody loves this perfume so much, because of its versatility. Like it changes, it's a very dynamic perfume. It like changes hour to hour. Like I had assumed that this is going to be like a fruity scent, but it's actually a fruity floral, and the florals stay for the longest time along with the musk right till the end. But that fruity blast, you're going to have it there for at least 1 hour. On Fragrantica, it's listed as a fruity floral, and the rating for this is 4.26. Top notes are bergamot and rose, middle notes of amber, jasmine and nutmeg, and the base notes of sandalwood, patchouli and agarwood. Now, although they say this has agarwood in this, I don't smell any kind of wood for that matter, not just the agarwood. This one is like a very light smell, a very light-hearted scent. It's an easy grab wherever you go. This is more like in my head, like when I go out with my friends and stuff, like I would want to wear something like this. It's a very happy, again, like a very happy, fun perfume. It makes you feel like you want to go out and have fun, not just go out and sit and have dinner or lunch or something. This is like you want to go do something adventurous. You want to have fun. You know, maybe go to like does the game thingies exist now? The game, what do you call it? Game bars? No, not game bars. Oh my gosh, like I forgot what it's called. But arcades, oh my gosh, yeah. The arcades, like do they exist still? Because in Dubai we still have arcades, because it's a different feeling to play on those big giant video games, right? So yeah, this does smell like you're going to go to a fun city or something where you have like arcade games and everything, or an ice rink, or like somewhere like we all are having fun. And trust me, as a group of girls, if you all wear this, it's going to be like such an attractive fragrance. This is a unisex perfume, and this is the perfect layering perfume if you want to add fruity notes to anything, because these fruity notes are not very loud. Plus, the fruity notes in this are not realistic, right? They smell like gummy bears. Just imagine gummy bears, how it smells like for a second, and that's how it smells like. So, like for layering as well, like I feel it becomes like really nice. I would want to layer this with either leather or with tobacco. Like of late, I've just been loving like the concept of tobacco. I think it's because of late it's becoming like cooler in Dubai. So I just feel like I need more of like leathery, tobacco-y, oudi scents. It's the wrong time to do this review for fruity scents, but this one is such a gem, and this one is like hitting it out of the park. For me, this one will be an 8.5 out of 10. The oil would have been a 9 out of 10. Again, this perfume is like, I love it, but I know that when I finish it, I don't know if I'm going to buy it again or not. But knowing me, like I would want to have this. This will last for a very long time, because although it's a fruity scent, fruity floral, it lasts like pretty long, and I wouldn't want to overdose on this. So I would spray it like few sprays, like 4 to 5 sprays, not more than that. You can wear this all day. Why? Because you can wear this during the daytime and then top it off with something heavier as a mixing perfume for the night. The projection is around 2 feet, and the longevity, it moves from fruity to floral like in an hour, but the floral to musk stays for another 4 hours. So I'm assuming like the longevity becomes like around 6 hours. Very pretty scent. If you've not tried it, try it out, because this is one of those scents that don't come easily. They can turn juvenile like really fast, and this one is definitely not juvenile for me. The next one is another one of my favorites, which not everybody likes. So I know this one is not a crowd pleaser. Like some people will love it and other people won't. Again, in this perfume, the trick is for it to macerate for some time. This is the Rams Gol by Latafa. It's a beautiful fragrance. This is the brightest fruity fragrance I have in my collection. Oh, like the moment you smell it, you're like transported into like this place where there's like juices, not like fruits. It's like juices, you know, it's like juices everywhere. And it smells like a mixture, like a cocktail, like of a lot of different sweet fruits and mixed with like some citrus fruits. It has like a slight bit of greenness, but that greenness is in such proper quantity that it'll not overwhelm you. Now, sorry, on Fragrantica, this is categorized as a fruity fragrance, and the rating it's got is 3.9. I understand because this can get like really polarizing. And apparently it smells like Xerjoff Alexandria too. I haven't smelled that, so I don't know. Top notes are apple, pear, peach, sweet orange, and blackcurrant. Like imagine all the fruits, like dump them together. Middle notes of jasmine, sambac, rose, and orange blossom. So you have mostly rose and white florals, and the base notes of sandalwood, white musk, patchouli, and vanilla. So yeah, it's like, you know, it smells like it might not be a very complicated fragrance. You feel like it's just a fruity fragrance with like something in the background which is almost like a wet earth plus wood kind of scent. I'm finding it weird because there's no wood at all in this, right? But it does have patchouli. So I don't know if that's a mossy feeling or what, but it's very mildly there. The main thing is like those juicy fruits, like a cocktail or a mocktail, you know, with the white flowers just being there to support it. It's not actually the forefront. Like the forefront are all these gorgeous fruits, right? This is one of those perfumes when you spray it, when you're sleepy, it'll wake you up. You know, it's very strong, by the way. So don't overspray this. Like 4 sprays is like more than enough. I don't spray more than 4 sprays. Like it'll claw me. But then I have to top it off every 3 hours. So I would say the longevity for this one is like around 5 hours. 6 hours as a skin scent and beyond, right? And the projection is pretty decent. It's like 2 feet. For a fruity fragrance, that's not a bad projection. I think this is like suitable for summer evenings and daytime, both. Spring, I guess it would be more suitable for daytime. In winter and in fall, I guess I would want to layer this with something darker and then like use it as a different kind of fruity. Now all these fragrances I'm showing you, this one was like an effervescent one. This is like a gummy berry one. This one is like a mocktail, cocktail kind of smelling fragrance. And the other two that are coming up are also going to be like super different. My rating for this one is 8 out of 10. I really like this fragrance. I know not many people like this fragrance. I'm not paid to say so. I'm not like need to be biased on any of the brands. This is just something I feel is like a great fruity fragrance. The next one is a super old perfume. It's a super old perfume from a brand called Arabiat. Arabiat has not gotten the recognition it should have had, but also because their perfumes can be a hit or a miss. I actually purchased this perfume for the first time at a petrol station in UAE because you have convenience stores over there, and then I just got addicted to this perfume. I've gifted one of my friends this perfume as well because it smells very close to Armani C, the original perfume, and that is your Lamsat Harir. Now the bottle is like very basic. I think it's alright. If the print was better, I think it would have been awesome. And I've finished so much already. And I think this is my 3rd bottle if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how many bottles I've used. Because this is a very, very, very economical perfume. In Dubai, it's for like 35 dirhams, which is like $10. Like, you know. So this definitely does smell like very, very... It has that C DNA, Armani C. But at the same time, it feels like Armani C is mixed with Coca-Cola. Like just think of like a cherry cola or like a fruity cola. Like it's very fresh but dark at the same time because it has that cola note, which is like, just think of any cola that you can think of and just think if you had like a mixture of fruits in it. On Fragrantica, they call it a fruity floral. I disagree. It's such a fruity fragrance, you know. And the rating for this is 4.26, which is quite a bit. The top notes for this are grape and blackcurrant. Middle notes of tuberose, heliotrope and jasmine, and the base notes of musk, patchouli and cedar. Oh, this is like one of those fragrances that when you smell it once. By the way, like I was very shocked because the first time I bought it from the petrol station and then I was using it in the office like crazy. So I was wearing it like, and I was in the elevator and a lady, she asked me, like she came close to me and she was like, I'm sorry, I've noticed you a couple of times and I smell the same fragrance on you. what fragrance are you wearing? And when I told her, she was in disbelief, you know. I had to write it down for her because she was like, I just don't know what this brand is. I don't know. Like, and when I told her it's from a petrol station, perhaps I should have told her. She was just looking at me like with like, you know, disbelief and like slight bit of judgmental look, you know. I was like, I don't care. I smelled this at the petrol station. I liked it. I bought it, you know. So yeah, this is like a pretty fragrance. It makes you feel like a pretty girl, but also like very youthful. Like I feel like rollerblades, like shorts, you know, like that kind of vibe. Like chewing gum and then drinking cola on top of it. You know, like a hubble bubble with hubba bubba, hubble bubble. What's a hubble bubble? Hubba bubba, and then you have like a sip of Coca-Cola on top. I did that a lot as a kid, so I know how it tastes like and smells like. So yeah, it does. It's actually, that's like the best description for it. It's like a bubble gum, fruity bubble gum, and then you take a sip of like Coca-Cola or any kind of cola which is sweet, and you'll smell this. Other people say it smells like sea plus Coca-Cola, which I agree completely. Sea on its own I do not like, but this perfume for some reason it's very addictive. And I think people do get confused when they smell this perfume. They assume it's the sea. And sea, I know, like a lot of people like how they don't like Good Girl, like me also, I do not like sea because I feel it's very cloying, gives me a headache, makes me feel like, you know, gagging. So like I try and not like, I don't have any of the flankers, but I think I need to try the new one, the red new one. I don't know what it's called. It's not the Sea Passion, the Sea Passion, and then it's just another word in front of it. So I want to try that one because everybody's been hyping that up like a lot. But I'll probably go and like try it out. I'm not going to blind buy any of the C's. This is definitely like a spring summer, but more of a summer daytime. It's going to make you feel so good, so active, so nice. That Coca-Cola scent, it even looks like a cola color, right? Like it smells exactly like this color. I wish the bottle looked a little different because it doesn't like make you think that this would smell like this. When I first sprayed this, I don't know why I thought it would be like a rosy oud or something, and it turned out to be such a different perfume. By the way, this is a huge compliment getter. So get this for yourself. Like my rating for this is 10 out of 10. Not kidding. Like out of fruity scents, this one, like always will have it. Cheap, like $10. Like what can I ask for? Like it's beautiful. Plus the projection is like 3 feet and the longevity is at least 6 hours, which is like surprising for a perfume that's this cheap. This one is not unisex. For me, this is like a woman fragrance, like definitely a feminine fragrance. Now, last but not the least in this collection is Summer Gold. So of course, I wanted to have like a fruity fragrance which is meant for evening wear, like which is dark and like seductive, sultry, like beautiful. Oh, this is it. This one is it. Now, while it does smell a little bit like Lantidi, little bit, not too much. Let me tell you the notes for it. That's what, and you'll like figure it out, right? The top notes are mandarin and blackcurrant. So there's no pear in this, and hawthorn right on the top over there. Middle notes of sweet myrrh, Bulgarian rose and jasmine, and the base notes of white musk, vanilla and incense. The star of the show is the blackcurrant and mandarin. So it's like the blackcurrant scent with the citrus mandarin, the sweet one, all mixed together. It also smells a little bit plummy, like, and on the side it has like this cooling scent, which I assumed would be lavender, but it's not lavender. But for some reason in my brain, it's smelling like lavender. I guess it's like the jasmine. The Bulgarian rose, like this is not rosy at all. So that's why the florals, yes, I can smell like a toothpaste fresh kind of like some minty scent, and I don't feel it's jasmine. I could think of it being lavender, but not jasmine. But at the base, when they say they have white musk, I normally get repulsed by white musk, and I don't get repulsed to this perfume at all. It's actually the exact opposite. I get very drawn to this perfume. The base of vanilla incense is absolutely true. So in my opinion, it's like the myrrh is existing and that's giving it that cooling fragrance. The mandarin, blackcurrant, hawthorn, and vanilla with the incense. This is exactly what this perfume is. It is dark, it is fun, it is seductive, it is very attractive. You wear this, like people will want to come and smell you. It gives you the same feeling like Lantidi, but let's say it's a little bit less sweet. Like Lantidi is like a lot sweet. This one has like some kind of like woody or like what do you call them? The furs, you know, like the fir, FIR. And it just gives you that like little minty kind of feeling as well. That's why like it's just like a little bit different, a little bit darker. It's definitely differentiating it from Lantidi, but it's the same DNA, it's the same genre, right? But this one for me, it's also like 10 out of 10. It was like love at first sniff. I don't think this is available in all the countries yet because I think it's a fairly new one. Ali has the platinum version of this one, and that one is also a freaking gorgeous scent, like very, very nice, very strong. This one's projection is like 4 feet, and the longevity is like an easy 6 plus to 8 hours, like depending on how much you spray, especially if you spray this on your skin. Like, oh my gosh, like the moment you smell this, you literally are like, what is this, right? I think this is okay for a blind buy. Like, I don't think you should be worried about, because this, if I'm not mistaken, this is not priced too high either. I think this is going for $25 in Dubai, or maximum $30, not more than that. So it's not priced bad at all. It's 100 ml. It's a very heavy bottle, but a very beautiful bottle. It's like a little ombre thing going on in reverse. You know, I had actually thought this could be a copy of Alien Goddess, the original version, because it has the same kind of ombre effect, but from top to bottom, right? This one is like bottom to top, you know. So when I saw this for the first time, I don't know why I thought it would be that kind of scent, but and then I was afraid that this would be probably like a very Middle Eastern scent, but this is zero Middle Eastern, very, very Western. If you know the DNA of Lantity, you will know what this perfume smells like. It's gorgeous and I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. I think this is like okay to wear during daytime and move towards the night as well. I think it's like a perfect blend of everything together to make it like interesting enough to wear everywhere. Like, would I wear this to the office? 100% I would wear it. Would everybody want to wear this to the office? No. They would probably want to wear it in evening situations and stuff. But no, for me, this is like show off. Like, you're like a fruity show off, you know? It's like very, very beautiful, classy, upscale. It smells expensive. It smells very like, it'll dress you up when you wear this perfume. So that's all for today, my lovely angels. I think my 5 each. No, wait, there are more. There are more to come. So stay tuned for the next one, hopefully tomorrow, and I'll see you again. I hope you're not getting bored of my face, because like I'm like being on screen every single day. I love you guys so much. See ya. Bye.